happened to Dookie?
Dookie was hanging up the final Christmas decoration. The tree topper called a star.
And he stood up, and the ladder started to dance, shaking and violent, and rock side to side.
And he stood up, and the ladder started to rock and shaking violently side to side like a hip hop music. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
You want to?
Boom!
What's going on?
Ah!
Oh, she's in the middle of recording it. This us. She can't make up her mind. Come on, don't come, whatever. Whoa! Boom, clap, pop. Oh, my back. Oh, my head.
The ladder collapsed and collided Dookie.
The ladder collapsed and collided Dookie. Oh, my back. Oh, my temple. Why? Why did I have to reach so far to put up that Christmas star? Somebody call an ambulance!
Call several of them.
Call several of them! And the ambulance came. Several ambulances came. And they all scooped Mr. Dookie away and took him to the hospital.
What happened to Alfredo?
Alfredo was hanging up some Christmas decorations when suddenly his dog came dashing out, hitting the ladder, making the ladder rock side to side violently. Whoa,
And start shaking and dancing.
and it started shaking and dancing. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
And the ladder started to roll.
And the ladder started to roar.
And the ladder collapsed on Alfredo.
And the ladder collided on Alfredo, and they collided. Oh, my back. Oh, my forehead. Why? Why did I have to hang up those decorations today? Somebody call an ambulance! And the ambulance came and scooped Alfredo away and took him to the hospital.
What happened to Alfredo's cousin?
Alfredo's cousin was hanging up some Christmas decorations. But as she was hanging them up, the ladder was a little wet, so she started to slip, causing the ladder to shake violently and rock side to side. Oh! Boom! And the ladder collided with Alfredo's cousin. Clunk! Oh, my head! Oh, my temple! Somebody call! Why? Why did I have to hang up those decorations on such a wet day? Somebody call an ambulance! And the ambulance came and scooped Alfredo's cousin away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Alfredo's wife?
Alfredo's wife was hanging up a wreath on the door when suddenly Alfredo swung open the door. Oh! No! Boom! And the ladder went flying, and Alfredo's wife went flying and landed on her back, and then the ladder came flying at her. No! Boom! Ah! came and scooped Alfredo's wife away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Cheryl and Cheryl's wife?
Cheryl and Cheryl's wife were hanging up Christmas decorations.
You know what happened to me?
And as Cheryl's wife was hanging up the decorations, Cheryl tripped over her wife's ladder.
He goes to grab something and accidentally kicked off the ladder.
And she went to grab something and accidentally kicked off the ladder. Well,
the ladder started frantically rock side to side and shaking violently
and
in ladder dance.
And the ladder started to frantically rock side to side and do a ladder dance. Wow! Boom, clank, clank.
What do they collided?
And the ladder collided with Cheryl's wife. Oh, my head. Oh, my face. Why? Why would you
get out?
Madison, be nicer to her.
Why?
Why would you do that? Why would you kick my ladder?
Shut me out, baby.
Somebody call an ambulance. Wee. And the ambulance came and scooped Cheryl's wife away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Petco in his house?
Petco was in his house hanging up his Christmas decorations when suddenly all of his dogs got loose.
And the cats got loose.
And the cats got loose and the dogs started to chase the cats. And then the birds came flying. Whoa!
And the ladder started to hard and rock side to side.
And the ladder started to get hard and rock side to side.
Hardly
Side to side. Whoa.
And the ladder started to dance and balance.
And then the ladder
shaking
started to
violently.
dance and balance and shaking violently. Whoa. Boom, clap, come. Oh, my back. Why did I have to hang up those decorations? How did these dogs get loose? Somebody call an ambulance. And the ambulance came and scooped the Petco worker away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to public storage in his house?
Public storage was in his house decorating for some decorations. And as he was carrying the box up the ladder, it suddenly got a little too heavy.
And accidentally, frantically.
And the ladder started to accidentally, frantically wobble and shake violently side to side. Whoa! Boom! And the box came flying towards his face. Clunk! Oh, my face!
And they collided.
This box collided with my face and my decorations are ruined! Why did I try to carry this heavy box all by myself? Somebody call an ambulance! And the ambulance came and scooped the public storage away and took him to the hospital.
What happened to Liam's wife?
Liam's wife was hanging up some decorations when suddenly a bird came flying out of nowhere. Whoa! No, go! Whoa! And then she started to lose her balance, and the ladder started rocking violently side to side and shaking front and back and everywhere.
Hardly rock. And dance.
Suddenly rock and dance.
Do waltz.
And do the waltz. Wow. 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 Boom. Clank. Oh, my back.
Then they collided.
And the ladder collided with her. Oh, my back. Oh, my belly. Where did that bird even come from? Somebody call an ambulance. Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the ambulance came and scooped her away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Mr. D's wife?
Mr. D's wife was hanging up a beautiful wreath on the door when suddenly one of her children swung open the door. Whoa! Whoa! And the ladder started to rock back and forth,
Side to side,
and side to side,
violently,
and side to
singing.
side, and violently, and squeaking, and whoa, whoa, whoa! And she went flying off the ladder, and the ladder went flying and landed on her. Oh, my back! Oh, my chest! Why? Why would you swing open the door like that? You knew I was hanging a wreath. Somebody call an ambulance! And wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the ambulance came and scooped Mr. D's wife away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Mr. D?
Mr. D was carrying his brand new balsam tree into the house when suddenly he missed a step and then he fell backwards. Whoa, 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 boom. And he landed on the floor and the balsam tree landed on him and collided with his face. Oh, my back. Oh, my face, all the needles! Why? Why did I try to carry this tree inside by myself? Somebody call an ambulance! Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the ambulance came, put on some gloves, picked up the balsam tree and threw it aside, and took Mr. D to the hospital. Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. The end?
Lee, what happened to Michelle?
Michelle was hanging up some Christmas decorations, and she had just one more to go. But she didn't want to move her ladder, so she tried to reach. I can reach it, I can reach it, I can reach it. And then suddenly, she started to lose her balance. Whoa! And the ladder went wild and started rocking side to side violently, front and back and side to side. Whoa! 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 Boom!
It collided.
And the ladder collided with Michelle. Boom! Oh, my back! Oh, my belly! Why? Why did I have to reach so far for that final decoration? Somebody call an ambulance! Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the ambulance came and scooped Michelle away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to all of these people?
all of these people were gathering around to go to a Christmas festival. And as they were all dancing to the
Lovely music, but she realized there was some patch of ice.
but they didn't realize that there were some patches of ice. And as they're dancing,
And suddenly,
whoa, whoa, wow, 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 whoa, wow, boom, clank, go, bang, boom.
oh, my back!
And the old man's cane flew up in the air and landed on his forehead.
Oh, my forehead!
And the lady's wheelchair flew up in the air and then landed on her arm. Oh, my arm! And then the stroller went flying up in the air and landed on the mom. Oh, my chest!
And throw rattles.
And-
oh my goodness.
And throw rattles. And oh, my goodness! Even the hover-round flew up in the
Powered
air.
scooter.
And the power scooter.
Powered wheelchair.
And the power wheelchairs. Whoa, whoa.
And all of these people collided.
And all of these people collided. Oh.
Somebody call
An ambulance.
Call several of them!
And the ambulance came to scoop all of...
Hey, where do they taking so long?
Why are these ambulances taking so long? Somebody call them again. I need an ambulance. Several of them right now. There's so many injured. We're coming as soon as we can, sir. Well, hurry up!
This baby continued.
And the babies continue to cry.
And the fire engine came.
And the
The
fire
ambulance
engine
came.
came. Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo. Bam, bam. Woo, woo, bam, bam. And wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And all the paramedics started to help all the people up and they give them their canes and their walkers and their rattles and bottles and strollers. And as they were grabbing the last power scooter, it started to just drive away by itself. So the paramedics chased after it and slipped on
And the
ice.
fire engine starts to hose.
And the fire engine starts to hose down all of the ice. Oh, I must catch this power scooter. When suddenly he fell. Boom. Oh, my knee.
Why? Why did I have to try to chase that power scooter? Somebody call me an ambulance. Get a chopper out here.
Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the chopper came and scooped the paramedic away and took him away to the hospital.
No one else.
And no one else was left behind.
Fire hose. Take out these eyes.
And carry a hose and take out
Patch without eyes.
a patch without eyes. Thank you.
No one's at fault.
No one's at fault.
Well, what happened to babysitters?
The babysitters was bringing back some bottles for the baby
We're ready to drink.
who were ready to drink. When
He
suddenly
slipped on the applesauce.
she slipped and slided on an applesauce. Whoa! 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 Boom! Smash!
And the milk splashed everywhere.
And the milk splashed everywhere! Oh, my butt! And the baby started to cry.
And the babies tried to help her.
And the babies tried to help her, but they could not. And the babysitter cried, Alexa, call an ambulance!
He slipped on his apple pie and his milk.
And the baby slipped on the apple pie and their milk. Boom! Blah! Away! And Alexa said, I will call an ambulance right now. That's one of the babies crying. Like it? And then suddenly, and the ambulance came
and scooped all the babysitters away.
And scooped all the babysitters and babies away and took them all to the hospital.
When suddenly,
the janitor came to clean up the mess, but he also slipped and fell. Whoa, 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 boom.
oh, my back! Somebody call me!
Why?
Why did they come to scoop this mess up? Somebody call an ambulance!
And the ambulance came and scooped the janitor away and took him away to the hospital.
What happened to Frank's wife?
Frank's wife was hanging up some Christmas decorations when suddenly she reached way too far. Well,
the ladder began to rock violently and shaking side to side and
the
dancing.
ladder began to rock violently and shaking side to side. Whoa! 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 Splash! Clunk! Oh! Oh! Someone help me! Why? Why did I have to reach so far?
He collided in his pool.
And I collided with the pool and the ladder has landed on me. Somebody call an ambulance!
Call several of them!
Several of them! Woo! And the ambulance came and scooped Frank's wife away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Vanessa? Vanessa was walking on the street.
Vanessa was walking on the street when suddenly her ankle twisted.
There's a patch of ice.
There was a patch of ice. Whoa! 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 Boom! And she landed and did a split. Oh, my hips! Oh, why didn't someone solve this patch of ice? Somebody call an ambulance! And the ambulance came and scooped Vanessa away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Cheryl's cousin?
Cheryl's cousin was coming to help Cheryl hang up some decorations. When suddenly there was a patch of ice and she started to slip. Whoa! Whoa!
And
Whoa!
the humans started to rock side to side.
And the humans started to rock side to side. Whoa! Whoa! Please don't let me fall. Whoa! 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 Boom! Oh, my head! Oh, why? Why? Cheryl, why didn't you solve this walkway? Somebody call an ambulance! And the ambulance came and scooped Cheryl's cousin away and took her to the hospital. At the end?
What happened to Christopher's wife?
Christopher's wife was hanging up some decorations when suddenly a strong wind blew and it made the ladder rock side to side. Whoa! 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 Boom! Clunk! Oh, my back! Oh, where did that wind come from? Why must we live in such a windy area? Somebody call an ambulance! Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the ambulance came and scooped Christopher's wife away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Frank's husband?
Frank's husband was hanging up some Christmas lights when suddenly his ankle got caught up on some of the strings of lights and he's on the ladder and the ladder started to shake back and forth and side to side as he was losing his balance. Whoa!
The ladder started to...
And the ladder starts to shake violently and rock side to side. Whoa! 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 Boom!
He collided Frank's husband.
Frank's husband collided in the pool and all the lights just fell down and broke.
Oh! My back! Oh, my Christmas lights are ruined! Somebody... Why? Why did I have to reach so far by myself and hang up these lights? Somebody call an ambulance!
Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the ambulance came and scooped Frank's husband away and took him to the hospital.
What happened to Harold's wife?
Harold's wife was baking a Christmas pie. And as she went outside to take it, she slipped on some icing. Whoa! 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 Boom! And the pie flew up in the air and landed on her face. Oh, what a mess. Oh, my back. Oh, who spilled this icing? Oh, the pie is ruined. Somebody call an ambulance. Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the ambulance came and scooped her away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Mrs. Harris' wife?
Mrs. Harris' wife was hanging some Christmas decorations when suddenly she got a little dizzy, causing her to move side to side, causing the ladder to go frantic and wobble and shake violently side to side and rock side to side and front and back. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
Do the ladder dance.
And it did a ladder dance. Whoa! Boom! Oh, my back. Oh, why did I forget to eat today and get so dizzy? Somebody call an ambulance! Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the ambulance came and scooped Mrs. Harold's wife away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Mrs. Harris?
Mrs. Harris was baking some delightful cookies. And as she went to reach to put some in the oven, she slipped on a broken egg yolk. Whoa! 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 Boom! Clank! Clunk! And all the cookies flew up in the air and went everywhere and the ambulance came to scoop her away. But before they could, they helped themselves to a cookie. Well, that was really tasty. Just take me to the hospital! Okay, man. Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the paramedics took Mr. Harold's wife away to the hospital. Then,
What happened to Samuel?
Samuel was hanging up some decorations. And when he was all done, he stepped back to take a look. But he stepped back too far, totally missed a step, and went flying backwards. Woo! Boom! And landed on his back.
But they collided.
And he collided with the concrete. Oh! Who made this step too short? I have fallen down! Somebody call an ambulance! Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the ambulance came and scooped him away and took him to the hospital.
What happened to grandmother? Grandmother.
Grandmother was on the ladder hanging up some decorations when suddenly,
Out of nowhere.
a bird came flying. Whoa! 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 And the ladder started to rock back and forth and side to side ever so violently, and causing her to fling backwards, and her cane flew up in the air, and she landed on the floor. Wow! Boom! And the ladder landed on her, and then suddenly, clunk, clunk, her cane landed on her too.
He collided.
It collided with her forehead. Oh, my back. Oh, my forehead. Why? Why was I decorating for this holiday? Somebody call an ambulance! Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the ambulance came and scooped the old grandma away. Don't forget my cane! All right, ma'am. And gave her a cane and took her to the hospital.
What happened to grandfather?
Grandfather was hanging up some decorations, and he was climbing up the ladder with his cane, but the cane got a little slippery, and it caused him to lose his balance, and the ladder started to rock side to side and shake back and forth so violently. Whoa! 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 Boom! And the ladder collided with his belly. Oh! And then the cane started to fly up in the air, heading towards him. No! 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 Boom! And it collided with his temple. Oh, my back! Oh, my temple!
Hey, where you at?
Here.
What's that?
Why? Why
what's
did
that?
I have to climb up that ladder with my cane? Somebody call an ambulance! Wee! Wee!
I love you, baby. Ooh, you got sexy legs, girl. Ooh, you shaving your legs, looking pretty, girl, sexy.
And the ambulance came and took
Sexy
Grandpa away
leg.
to the hospital.
Look at that sexy leg. Ooh. Oh,
A little one.
what
What
is that
happened
detergent
to
called?
farmer?
I'll be.
What is the dish detergent called that you want? Seascapes?
Yeah,
Escapes?
Escapes. I think it's
Because I'm gonna
by
buy-
Dawn.
Okay, I don't know that.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the coconut. Okay, I don't know if it's the coconut
They're
or.
like Caribbean.
Try the coconut or lavender.
I remember.
What happened to farmers?
Okay, coconut or lavender, you pick it. Whatever smells best, okay. Coconut. Coconut. Oh, the farmers
It's hanging.
were hanging out some decorations up on the ladder. When suddenly, a cow got loose. Moo! And started running towards the farmer and hit the ladder so hard that the ladder flew across the lawn, and the farmer flew across the lawn. Oh, my back! Why? Who let the cow out? Somebody call an ambulance! And the ambulance came and scooped the farmer away and put the cow back in the barn and took the farmer to the hospital.
What happened to cop station?
The cops were all in there hanging up some decorations when suddenly a huge rat came out of nowhere and everybody started to panic and scream, "Oh! Oh!" And people got on their desks afraid of the rat. But the guy on the ladder started to lose his balance. Whoa! 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 Boom! Oh, my back! And then the rat started to come towards him. Somebody call an exterminator! And the rat landed on his chest. But what he didn't realize was he had a cheese inside his pocket. And the rat came, stole the cheese, ate it, and ran away. Oh, my back! Somebody call an ambulance! Wee, 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 wee. And the ambulance came and scooped the police officer away and took him to the hospital.
What happened to Mr. Burns' sister?
Mr. Burns' sister was hanging up some Christmas decorations when
out of nowhere.
Her favorite
Christmas tune came on.
Christmas
Started to
tune
jamming.
came on and she started jamming when suddenly she swung her hip way too far, causing her to lose her balance. Whoa! And that ladder went crazy and started rocking side to side and wobbling. Wow! 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 Boom! Oh, my elbow! Why? Why did I have to boogie down to that Christmas hit song? Somebody call an ambulance! Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. But the paramedics came to scoop her away, but then he heard the hit too, and he couldn't help but start to boogie down. And as he was boogieing down, he swung his knee too far. Oh, my knee! And he fell down to the ground. Boom! Oh, why? Why did I have to boogie down to that hit Christmas tune? Somebody call me an ambulance! Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the ambulance came and scooped Mr. Burns' sister and the paramedic away and took them to the hospital.
What happened to Mr. Burns' wife?
Mr. Burns' wife was hanging up some Christmas decorations when suddenly,
Out of nowhere,
her dog came out and got loose. Whoa! And hit the ladder with his hip. Whoa! Whoa! Causing the ladder to shake violently side to side, back and forth, and she's whoa! Whoa!
Start
started to rock side to side.
And it started to rock side to side. Wow! Boom! Clap!
Oh, my back. Oh, my elbow. Somebody, why? Why did that dog get loose? Somebody call an ambulance. Wee, 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 wee.
And the ambulance came and scooped Mr. Burns' wife away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Brooklyn's grandmother?
Brooklyn's grandmother had finished hanging up some Christmas decorations. And as she went to take a look, her cane slipped on the step. Whoa! 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 And her legs started to wobble frantically. Whoa! Boom!
Oh,
My back! But her cane flew up in the air and landed on her forehead.
oh, my forehead.
Somebody call an ambulance! And the ambulance came and scooped her away and took her to the hospital. And then she said, wait, don't forget my cane. So they grabbed her cane. Are you okay? Did it hurt?
Immediately.
And take me to the hospital immediately and bring my cane. Are you all done now?
What happened to Mr. Burns' brother?
Mr. Burns' brother was hanging up some Christmas decorations when suddenly,
Out of nowhere.
out of nowhere, up he came. Whoa, whoa, whoa! But it caused him to lose his balance. And the ladder started to rock side to side ever so violently. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Boom! Clunk! Oh! My back! Oh, my elbow! Where did that bleeding come from? Somebody call an ambulance! Wee, wee, wee. And the ambulance came and scooped Mr. Burns' brother away and took him to the hospital. Let me.
What happened to Fisher in his house?
Fisher was in his house fixing him up some dinner when suddenly, as he was going to put the stuffing in the oven, he slipped on some gravy. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Boom! And the stuffing flew up in the air. And the casserole pot landed on his head. Oh, my head! Oh, why did somebody spill some gravy? Somebody call an ambulance and get me some dinner! And the ambulance came and scooped him away and got him some dinner.
What happened to Alfredo's grandmother?
Alfredo's grandmother was hanging up some Christmas decorations. But while she was on the ladder, she suddenly got a little dizzy spell. Whoa! And it caused her to lose her balance, and the ladder started to shake violently side to
Why did I get such a dizzy spell? Somebody call an ambulance! Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo.
And the ambulance came and scooped Alfredo's grandmother up and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Judy's grandfather?
Judy's grandfather was hanging up some decorations when suddenly his wife accidentally kicked the ladder. Whoa! 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 And the ladder started to rock side to side frantically. Whoa! 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 Boom! Plop!
Oh my God! Oh, why did you take my ladder? Call an ambulance!
And the ambulance came and took Judy's grandfather away and took him to the hospital.
What happened to Christine's grandmother?
Christine's grandmother was baking a delicious cherry pie when suddenly she started to slip and slide on some flour on the floor. Whoa! 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 No, not my pie! Boom! And she landed on her butt, and the pie flew up in the air and landed on her head.
Oh no! My butt! My pie! Oh, it's everywhere! Somebody call an ambulance! Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo.
And the ambulance came and scooped her away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Sherry's grandfather?
Sherry's grandfather was hanging up some decorations when suddenly a wind came, and as he was smoking his pipe, all the hot embers came and flew on his face, causing him to lose his balance. Whoa! Whoa! The ladder shook violently side to side. Whoa! 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 Boom! And he fell on the floor, and his pipe flew up in the air and landed on his head.
Oh, my head! Oh, my back! Where did that wind come from? Somebody call an ambulance!
Then the ambulance came and took Cheryl's grandfather away to the hospital.
What happened to janitor?
The janitor was mopping up a spill
Was hanging.
and hanging decorations when suddenly, as he was hammering something in, he hit a water pipe. And water started to splash on his face, so he went backwards, and lost his balance, and the ladder was rocking back and forth, and he tried to grab on, but he couldn't, and the ladder slipped right from under him, and he went flying out to the ground.
Whoa! Boom! Oh! My back! Somebody call an ambulance! Why? Why did I hit that pipe?
And the ambulance came and scooped the janitor away and took him to the hospital.
What happened to Brian's grandmother?
Brian's grandmother had just finished hanging up some of her decorations. And as she stepped back to take a look,
Out of nowhere,
she lost her balance. Whoa, whoa, whoa!
and the ladder gives you rock side to side.
And the ladder started to give way and rock side to side. Whoa! Whoa! Boom! Oh, my back! Oh, why? Why did I have to look back while I was on the ladder? Somebody call an ambulance! Woo, 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 woo. And the ambulance came and scooped Brian's grandmother away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Mr. O?
Mr. O was hanging up some decorations while his wife was filling up an inflatable. When suddenly, he lost his balance. Whoa, whoa, and that ladder started rocking side to side and front to back ever so violently.
To shake.
And the ladder started to shake. Whoa, whoa, whoa! No, not on my inflatable! Whoa! Boom! Pop! Oh, my inflatable is ruined! Oh, my back! Just call me an ambulance! Oh, but he's ruined! Woo, 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 woo! And the ambulance came and scooped him away and passed up the inflatable. Ah, my inflatable is finally back to normal. But they went and scooped her husband away and took him to the hospital.
What happened to Mrs. T?
Mrs. T was hanging up some decorations. But what she didn't realize was that she didn't open up the ladder properly, and suddenly the ladder collapsed. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
And the ladder will start to rock side to side.
And it started to rock side to side.
And shaking violently.
And shaking violently. Whoa! 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 Boom! Clank! And oh, my back! Oh, my head! Why? Why did that ladder do this to me? Somebody call an ambulance! Woo, 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 woo. And the ambulance came and took Mrs. T away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Mrs. Kelly?
Mrs. Kelly was...
Do you know what happened to me?
What happened? Mrs. Kelly, I'm so sorry you fell, baby. Mrs. Kelly was hanging up some decorations when she was reaching for the last one, but she reached too far. Whoa, I can do this, And then she lost her balance, and the ladder started to rock violently side to side. Wow, wow, wow! Boom! So Mrs. Kelly was collided.
And Mrs. Kelly collided with the ladder.
Watch the magic.
Oh, my back. Oh, my forehead. Somebody call an ambulance. Oh, why did I have to reach for that final decoration? Woo, 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 woo. And the ambulance came and scooped her away and took her to the hospital. Oh.
And what happened to Cheryl's? What happened?
Could you also? Could someone also
What happened
ask
to
what happened
Gardner?
To you?
The gardener was planting some Christmas trees outside when suddenly a groundhog came out of nowhere. Oh! And the gardener got so scared he landed backwards and landed on his back.
And he collided.
And he collided on the ground
Tell
and fell down. Oh, why? Wait, are you okay? Oh, where did that groundhog even come from?
Go over there.
They're not supposed to be here until spring.
Somebody call an ambulance!
Woo, 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 woo. And the ambulance came and
Get out of my room.
And the ambulance came and scooped the gardener away and took him to the hospital.
What happened to Cheryl?
Cheryl was hanging up some
What
Christmas.
happened to newborn?
The newborn was laying on his crib, suckling on his binky. When suddenly the binky fell out of his mouth, but he was too tiny to reach for it. When he was so angry. Somebody grab my binky! And the mom came and grabbed the binky and put it back into his mouth.
What happened to pregnancy?
Pregnancy. So the mom was sitting on the sofa eating some popcorn and watching a movie when suddenly the baby kicked so hard that it kicked the popcorn bowl off her belly and it went flying all over the place. Oh no! My popcorn! Somebody fetch my popcorn and make me more! Alright, honey. Here's some more popcorn. Oh, thank you.
No, somebody had to call.
And somebody call an ambulance! Wee-oo, wee-oo, wee-oo.
And the ambulance came.
And the ambulance came and scooped the pregnancy away to the hospital.
And suddenly, the paramedic was ready.
And suddenly the paramedic was ready, but he slipped on some of the popcorn. Whoa! 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 Boom!
Oh, my back! Somebody call me an ambulance!
Wee-oo, 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 wee-oo. And the ambulance came and scooped up the pregnancy and scooped up the paramedic and took them to the hospital. And
What happened to Samuel's wife?
Samuel's wife was baking a delicious dessert when suddenly when she took out the dessert out of the oven and it was all perfect and lovely, she tripped on the rug. Whoa! 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 And she slided on her belly on the floor. Oh! And the dessert went flying everywhere. Oh, my belly. Oh, my dessert. All of my hard work. Who put this rug on this floor? Somebody call an ambulance right now. And the ambulance came and scooped her away and took her to the hospital.
What happened to Mrs. Norma's wife?
Mrs. Norma's wife was hanging some garland for Christmas all down her stairs when suddenly she slipped on an ornament. Whoa! 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 And she went tumbling down like a circle, a ball, down the stairs. Ah! Boom! Oh!
When did they collide?
And she collided with the floor. Oh, my forehead. Oh, why? Why would someone put a Christmas decoration on the stairs? Somebody call an ambulance! Wee-oo. And the ambulance came and took Mrs. Norma's wife away to the hospital.